Think she is a Muslim. Go ahead, Yasmin.
Hi, I actually used to be a Muslim. I'm not anymore. I'm a Christian now.
Oh, okay.
Um, I do have a question though, and I guess it's a question for advice, if that's okay.
All right.
I converted when I was 17, and I'm almost 20. Well, I'm 29 now, so I'm almost 30. Um, I didn't do it right. When I first converted, I actually had a dream, just like that other brother said. Except the dream, I didn't see Jesus. I didn't see anything in my dream. I actually just had a dream that I left, and I was very scared. And I just knew that it was Jesus comforting me. I don't know how I knew. I just knew. And I know that that was kind of a hard thing for my parents to swallow. And I definitely converted before I knew the extent of why I wanted to be a Christian. So because of that, because of how it happened, I feel as though I don't have a leg to stand on to go and bring my siblings back, and they all hate me. I have five. I'm one of six. Um, I got disowned, so I practically raised myself, put myself through school, worked full time. Never went back to Islam, never second guessed it. It took years though for me to not be scared of Islam, because as a woman, and I will say that I think that we have this very differently from the men that used to be Muslim. If they're converting, they have it much easier. I don't care what anyone says. As a woman, we not only have a lesser freedom to go and follow Jesus, but we have less physical freedom as well. Even in America, the Muslims that I was raised around in the community, all of the female cousins I had, we all suffered a level of abuse. Um, and I still have them reach. I have cousins reach out to me via messages, thinking that I need some sort of saving. And most times when I talk to them, they say things like I make them nervous about their faith. I think I make them second guess it, which that's good. You should be second guessing it. However, I guess here's where the advice comes in. I have a lot of guilt about bringing Muslim women into Christianity, because the amount of pain that I had to go through by myself to keep my faith is something I wouldn't wish on my worst nightmare. And so I'm not bringing I haven't tried to, I mean, I've tried to talk to my family, but they don't want to speak, not unless I'm going to convert back to Islam. But I will say I haven't tried because of the level of abuse that happened to me. And almost every woman in Palestine, and it's a lie if they say that women don't get abused in that culture, because they do. We all do. Especially if you're from El Bira or Ramallah, abuse is a very, very consistent thing amongst the women. And so, how do we get through to Muslim women, because they have to fight so much more than Muslim men who convert to Christianity?
You see, I fight. I'm not comparing myself to you now, but just to give you an idea, I fight everybody around me, Christians. When I start speaking about Islam, every Christian, single Christian I met, and they are Christians, not Muslims. What you are doing? Why you are doing that? What you will get? Even a bishop, he said to me. He said to me, son, what you getting from this? Do you know how dangerous it is? So I said to him, for sure, he's a bishop. He's an old man, very old. So I said to him, sir, you are a bishop how many years? He said, I don't know, 45 years. I said, how many Muslims they left Islam and accepted Jesus since you became a bishop, like by sharing the teaching of Christ? He said, none. I said to him, ask me the same question. Then you will know what I'm getting from this. So my sister, you don't seek a blessing from neighbors or from family. Your own family, even if they are Christians, because there's many fake Christians, they will do the same. They will disown you. They will stay away from you. In fact, if you are a person who try to practice a true Christianity, you will see that you will find yourself lonely most of the time.
incredibly, but I don't, it's not a loneliness that I regret. It's a loneliness that's comforted by God, and that's
Yeah,
okay.
but this is not
But
problem. Yeah,
yeah, but that, how do you describe that feeling? Because what you're describing is the Holy Spirit. That's what we're describing, right? And how do we describe that feeling to Muslims who are women who don't even fathom that something like this exists?
I always, that's what I do here. I deal with Muslims every day, as you know. I don't know for how long you're watching me. So,
Oh, this is actually my first time.
oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
uh, you can search about me. You will find scary stuff. So anyway, uh, when I speak to people, I don't assume what they will say. I listen to them carefully. Like now, you join. I assume from your name that you're a Muslim, correct?
No, no, I'm Christian.
No, 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 no. When I said I looked like
Oh,
we have
yes.
a Muslim,
Okay.
her name is Yasmin. Go ahead. So I assume from your name that you
Mhm.
are a Muslim. So
Yeah.
you don't know what people are until they start talking. And my advice to you is to treat everyone individually different. If you put in your mind that you can make people understand by making a standard of understanding, that is impossible because people they have different background, they have different education, they have different experience in life. They have different everything different. So it's like bringing a plant from the desert and trying to explain to the desert plant how beautiful Alaska is.
Yeah.
So you can tell it it's white. You can tell it's so beautiful by showing a picture, but the second you put them in the cold, they will die.
Yeah.
And this is what happened to those people around you. They cannot go out of the fish tank because they are scared that if they leave the fish tank, even if the water is dirty, it's murky, it's full of fish poop, still they will not dare to leave the fish tank because they grow there, they are from there, and they gang together there. So
Can I, can I,
Islam is like a gang. Islam is like a gang.
yeah,
You
and from
leave the
from a
gang,
Christian
you have a
from a
consequence.
Christian
Go ahead.
sorry, from a Christian standpoint, I deal with a lot of guilt, and I don't know
What
how
what what, what do
to.
you mean by guilt when you say guilt? You said that many
So
times.
I deal with guilt because I know that they hurt me physically and a lot, and when I was growing up, and so I know that that has a lot to do with me not wanting to reach out. It's not because I don't want them to be saved. It's only that I think that they're still capable of being destructive and abusive. Like many Muslim women are, they're scared to leave. I am scared to even bring the word to them. So I don't know if I sometimes feel like I'm gonna go to hell because of it. I feel like God is judging me because of it.
No, 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 no. You are wrong. First of all, Yasmin, listen. You don't torture yourself for no reason. Uh, First of all, I do not need to go to Somalia to speak to Somalian. I know if I go to Somalia, speak against Islam, I will be dead in 2 seconds. So
Yeah.
you can do the same I'm doing. You can have your own channel. You can speak the words. Whoever want to listen, he is welcome. Whoever don't want is free. You have no guilt. There's no guilt. No, you should not feel guilt because simply it's not your fault that somebody don't want to listen. But
Yeah.
you do your best, and you do not need to go and approach people that can be harmful for you.
Even if it's my family,
It's what yet?
even if it's the people that raised me.
You see, my people is not what when the people came to Jesus and they said to him, "Your mother and your brothers are here." What he said? He
Mhm.
said, "Those are my brothers and mothers." So your family is not where you are born. You don't choose this family. I don't choose my parents, regardless if they are bad or good. So the pain inside you because you want to save them, but they don't want to listen and they are arrogant. But I say to you, you should not cry for nobody. People make a choice in their life, and everybody have to pay for his choice. I mentioned that many times, that if my own father or mother They don't want to believe in Jesus, and they decide not to believe, and they went to hell. I will not cry one tear for them. Why? Because it was their choice. Feel sorry for
Ethan,
no. Don't
do you
feel
think that
sorry for anyone. It doesn't matter how much you love the people. Simply, uh, they don't want to be saved. But
do you
in you,
think that
yeah, go
when
ahead.
we die, do you think that when we I don't know if this is like me just thinking too much about it, but I definitely like my parents weren't all bad. That would be a lie if I said that. You know, they provided for us well. They did well. They raised us in America for the majority of the time. So my parents aren't all bad. So I guess when we die, I guess my question is this going to be something that I'm always going to remember and sit with, or is this going to be something that God's going to take away from
No,
me?
no, you will not remember any of this because it's about justice. You did not do it. Did you do it to them? No, no. It's not you who make them go away from God. It's their fault. So why you want to feel bad about it? Sooner or later, it is their decision. You did not do anything, and I'm sure you tried. You don't want to listen. So I advise you not to think about it at all. Not all. So what if my parents provide for me? I want to tell you something. Have you ever seen a cat carrying her babies with her teeth?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that mean the cat, she is better than your mother? No, she's a cat. She's a mother. God, He
Yeah.
put in the heart of every human being that they should take care of their babies. So when parents, they take care of their babies, they are not doing you a favor.
Yeah.
And when you take care of your parents, you're not doing them a favor. This is how it should be. But
Thank you. I think I needed to hear it. Thank you.
yeah, but when the parents decide to throw the child out, what's your fault? It's them who dishonor you. It's them who throw you out. It's their guilt, not your guilt. So don't worry about them. Be happy, feel satisfied because now you are saved. And I advise you, if you want, you make like a small channel where girls like you join, share your experience, help somebody, you know. Uh, uh, like now we are talking, we don't know how many people they will be affected. I remember once I used to go a long time ago in a program called Paltalk. I don't know how many of you here they knew Paltalk. So one day I went to Paltalk and I received a message in my chat, private chat, long message. I was not going to read it, but then the first line got my attention. She said, "Because of you." So I wanted to see, what is this? Is that an accusation? It is what? So this lady, she mentioned to me that it was her wedding day. And she came to Paltalk because she was bored and nervous and the limousine is late, but she is ready. She is dressed. She have her makeup, but the guy, the driver, is not showing up. So she decided to log in Paltalk. The first thing she saw, a big chat room full of people, and the debate is women in Islam. She entered the chat room, and the sheikh I was debating, he was explaining to me why it's okay to beat your wife in Islam. And she said, it was happened that I was going to marry a Muslim in the same day. So
Gosh.
when I saw that and I heard him defend his position, he is not even denying it. I said to myself, what a foolish I am to marry a man he believe he can beat me. So when the car came, she said, I'm not going. The guy called her, the future husband. She said, I am not sure I'm going to do this. Then he started threatening me. He will kill me if I don't come. So I said to myself, I did not marry him yet. And look what he's saying. And then she said to me, I want to say thank you. Because of you, I am not married to a Muslim. So, lady,
Um,
you
if I
can
do,
you can
if I
open your chat room or a small group, YouTube, Discord, do something, and then that will give you a relief because simply you are sharing the truth and you are doing your best to bring people to Christ.
Do you have any suggestions to keep myself safe while I do it as a woman?
Stay away from danger. Stay away. Just stay
Uh,
away. Don't associate yourself with people they can cause. This is not only about Muslims. Like if I go right now and live between, I want to have a friends who they are drug dealers. What I expect from drug dealers, right? So
yeah.
stay away from people who you think they can be dangerous to you. Don't associate with them. If you have to move, move. I'm sure you can find a job. You are a growing lady. You move to
Oh,
different
I left.
place. Yeah.
I did. I left. I'm in a different state. I'm far away
Okay.
from
So that's
them.
it. So you know you can move. You can go have different friends. Choose your friends carefully.
Yeah.
So I want to hear good news from you. If you open a YouTube channel, you can come
Yeah.
here and you tell me, hey, Christian, I open a YouTube channel and I will do my best to send you as many subscribers to join. So like in one day you can have a couple of thousands.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry for.
And you can
I'm
help.
sorry.
You know, a person like you can be more helpful than me. And I will tell you why. You are a female. You went through different experience than me. You know, I'm a
Yeah.
person, I grow like in different way. Nobody dare to threat me. Nobody, you know, I'm not the kind who can intimidate it. So you have different experience. So you can help many people who they have same situation like you. They are ladies, they are females, they are girls, young or old. They have a fear. They've been disowned. The community try to make them feel bad. People look at them down for no reason except being making a choice to believe in in the Lord. So you can be a great help for people to see what is the true Islam is about and what kind of experience we go through, and they can learn from you how to can get away from it. And I want you to be strong.
Well, thank you. I just joined your Discord group, so maybe I can be a part of this community for a little while longer, so that I can try to learn a little more.
You are welcome, my sister, and we are happy. And I ask all the people here to pray for our sister Yasmin. She sounds like a wonderful person. You know, those who like the sensitive souls, you can feel them. They cry because they are sensitive. They cry because they have a good heart. They cry because they have a quality soul inside them. Those are people of God, you know, those people who love and they love to do something good. So we pray for people like Yasmin and we hope more like her. This is why I say, you see, we are against Islam, but there is between the Muslims a lot of wonderful people. Look at this lady. Look how, listen to her tears, you know. So maybe she can write a book with her tears without talking, because she have an experience none of us has. Maybe you should write a book, actually. Why you don't write a book?
Maybe one day. Thank you so
No, no,
much for
no,
answering
no,
my
Yasmin.
question.
I honestly, I say to you, you should write a book. You can use a different name. You don't need to use your, you know, use a nickname. You should write a book about your experience. And trust me, your book will be successful because it is coming from reality, coming from your heart, coming with your tears. It's not a fiction. If people
Yeah,
enjoy fiction, why they will not enjoy
yeah. And
real
if
life?
there is, can I before I just leave here with you, can I send a message to any Muslim women if there is any in here,
Sure,
if
sure.
you
Go
don't
ahead.
mind?
Go ahead.
If you are a Muslim woman, a woman in this chat, I just want you guys to know that even if you accept Christ, when you accept Christ and when you convert, you've got a long road ahead of you. You're gonna be weary in your faith if you don't stay with the word. And it happened to me even after I converted, and it was with age and with time and never stopping reading the Bible and going to church, um, that was able to bring me back and really study in depth why it is that I wanted to take Jesus as my Lord. I accepted Jesus as my Lord, I think, before I truly understood to the extent of the beauty that he has, not just here on our earth, but also in heaven. And so, if you're a Muslimah and you're listening, I want you to know that if you convert, don't expect it to be roses and beaches. for, it might feel that way initially, but expect to be attacked, because you're going to get attacked, and you're going to keep getting attacked. And the more in depth you fall into your faith, the more that you're going to get attacked, because you become useful. And especially, I think, if you're someone like me who holds a lot of guilt, and I know that I shouldn't, and I think I'm holding a little less now. So thank you, Christian. But if you struggle with anything like that, I want to let you know that Islam, as beautiful as it might seem to you, know that the beauty in Islam existed in the Bible, existed in parts of the Torah before it existed in the Quran. There is nothing in terms of a beautiful revelation. There is nothing in terms of a miraculous miracle that happened in the Quran that we take and can see that has developed in this world as from the hand of God, not like we have seen it develop in the Bible, and we can prove it through the Bible. So if you are going to believe in Islam, all I ask is that go back. Go back and look at Prophet Muhammad, at your Prophet Muhammad, and please question whether or not it was actually Angel Gabriel giving him the message. And if you have to ask yourself that, if you're going to tell yourself, well, it was Angel Gabriel, just because the Quran tells you that it was Angel Gabriel who gave Muhammad the message and told him to Iqra, if that is what you guys want to believe, then all I ask is that you go and you read the Old Testament in Jeremiah 23:29. It tells you to not believe a man like Muhammad, who claims to have had a dream, who went and traveled all the way to Medina in this revelation dream that he had. The Bible tells us to not believe in such men. And if the Quran tells you that you should believe in the Old Testament, then you should believe in Jeremiah 23:29.
All right, sister. Well, by the way, the Quran not only don't have miracles, the Quran is a joke. We laugh at it every
Yes.
day, and we challenge the Muslims to come, and that's why they are scared even to talk about it. And
Yeah.
about the journey of Muhammad to paradise, uh, the Quran never say Muhammad he went to paradise. Nowhere.
No, I think it said that he went to like Medina or something. Like he was given revelation in a dream, and he went on the translation is Pegasus, if I'm not mistaken, the type of horse spiritual animal that he took in his dream. And again, these are all things that, like, when I was growing up in Islam as a woman, they don't tell you. They tell you that he was given. They don't tell you how he was given revelation. Only that he was given revelation, and it's only until you open it for yourself and you see it for yourself that you have to ask yourself, what did the Quran do to protect you from making sure that Muhammad wasn't talked to by a devil disguised as an angel?
Yes.
There's nothing that protects you if you don't follow Jeremiah 23:29 that says, do not believe a man who says that he had dreams of revelation. He was, that God had given him a message. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, and there's a many reason not to believe in Muhammad, but I want you to you
But
can
that would be the first, I think. That if
yeah.
I guess that's
The
the
Old
message.
Testament says there is two reasons not to believe in someone who claimed to be a prophet. Number one, if he prophesy and his prophecy come to be false, and that goes with Muhammad, he gave tons of them and they were false. Number two, if he prophesy in the name of a false god. So Muhammad, he
Yeah.
did both. So Muhammad is a
Yep.
false prophet. Plus, there's tons of things. He have zero ethic. He have minus zero ethic.
Yeah.
But when you mentioned Muhammad going to heaven, if you go in the Quran, I was just want to teach you something. I'm
Oh
sure
yes, yes.
you never heard of before. In the
Probably
chapter,
not.
in the chapter of Al-Isra, I assume you are from. You said from the
Close to.
different. Oh, okay, so maybe you have some relative. They are from Hamas too, right? I'm sure. If you read with me, you know Arabic. You know how to read Arabic.
I don't know how to read Arabic now.
All right. So in the Quran, you see
If
here
you
that
speak Arabic, I will understand you if you read it to me.
yeah, in chapter 17,
Mm.
nowhere it says Muhammad he went to heaven. Not a single verse. It says, "Praise be Allah to Allah, the one who departed his servant from the Masjid al-Haram, where the forbidden area, to the Masjid al-Aqsa, the farthest mosque. We know nowhere here it says the name of Muhammad, and nowhere here it says that Muhammad he went to heaven. This is
Yeah.
about Moses. If you read the verse after it, right away it says, we gave Moses the scriptures. If you go to the book of Exodus, chapter 19, maybe somebody can post it for us. Exodus 19:23, you will see that God, he told Moses that there is a border of a forbidden land. They cannot pass. They cannot pass it in the Mount of Sinai. This is where God, he appeared to Moses. So this is Al-Masjid al-Haram, the holy ground where nobody can pass. This is why it's called Al-Haram, forbidden. So he took him from where? He took him from the forbidden land to the temple, which is the temple of Suleiman. So praise be to the God who took his servant at night. Where? At night. From the land of the forbidden land, which is the Sinai, forbidden mount, where God, he says to Moses, don't let anyone get close this area, otherwise they will be perished. From that
Wow.
area into Jerusalem. So this verse have nothing to do with Muhammad. This is about Moses and the Quran in front of us. The Muslim, they fabricated stories, have nothing to
Wow.
do with what the Quran is saying, and suddenly Muhammad, he went up to heaven, seven flying donkey. He saw
Flying Pegasus.
yeah, and he saw there Jesus and Adam, the whole gang is there, the gang of
Yeah.
Islamic prophet. So the story of Muhammad going to Jerusalem does not exist. It's a big fat lie. This was about Moses, and Muslims always are disconnected from their religion. I never saw actually a Muslim he understand his book.
Thank you so much. That was helpful, and I think I'm gonna dive a little more into that. So
Yeah,
I appreciate your efforts.
always come join us. You will learn a lot.
Thank you so much.
All right,
I'll let you
sister.
go.
God bless you, and we will pray for you always.
Thank you so much.
All right. We